Okay, so we'll start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, dhammam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami, dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, saranaagamanam sampunnam, panatipata veramani, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami, adinnādāna veramani, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami, kāmesu miccāchāra veramani, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami, musāvāda veramani, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami, surameraya majjapamādaṭṭhāna veramani, Sikkhapadam samadhiyami, imāni panca sikkhapadāni samadhiyami, imāni panca sikkhapadāni samadhiyami, imāni panca sikkhapadāni samadhiyami. So let's start on the meditation. Two things we need to know. One is satimā and one is sampajāno or sampajāno. So in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, you would have read it. Kāye kāyanupassi viharati ātāpi sampajāno satimā vinaya loke abhicchādo manasan. So there you have sampajāno. And then sati. So sato va asasati, sato va pasasati. So that is another place. And it is satipatthana. So first we need to understand what is sati. So sati is awareness. Now how do we do that? How do I really know I am aware? Practice is like this. There are two ways you can do. One, an observer effect, meaning you are being observed by someone. So in science also you have the same thing called as quantum mechanics, where you can have an observer effect. So there is, science also has that. If you have an observer effect, you will find that the behavior changes. So normally we act like particles and we behave like waves. That means it gets distracted, but you will then start to see like particles where it is concentrated. So we go one direction, we don't go in many directions. So the atoms will start going as particles instead of wave fashion. Normally we are wave fashion. So at any point in time we have got many thoughts. So you have to create an environment where somebody is watching you. So two ways of doing it. One way of doing it is you can take a Buddha, you can take whatever, and feel that is always somebody is watching you. when you're walking, when you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're sleeping, when you've gone to the bathroom, when you've gone to the toilet, when you've gone to the bathing. So all the different kind of postures, that is called as pajanati. So in the Iriya Pabbam, he talks about pajanati, then he comes to sampajāna pabbam. So there are two different things. In the pajanati, it is the observer as light, meaning just like I have put a light and the light is fallen on everything. Similarly, you put yourself as though you're observing everything. So my hands are moving, I observe the movement, not me doing this, it's just an observation. Don't attach this as your hand, just observe. And if the eyes are closing and opening, if the mouth is opening and closing, just observe. Okay, this is very difficult, but that is what we need to master. So that is called as awareness, sati. So when we do this, we come into an aspect where if you turn your head, you know you're turning your head. If you're turning your head to left and to right, normally we are not aware. So we bring in awareness just like this light. So your heart will start to expand the moment you get it right. So this is one thing you need to practice. For this, nobody can help you except for yourself. This is first. Second, sampajāno is bringing in an observer as a third party. You are looking at yourself like a third party person. And in that, all postures, walking, eating, standing, sleeping, all postures, all the different postures you are going to be working on. So what is the easiest to begin with? The easiest to begin with is like light. So he starts with so sato va asa sati, so sato va passa sati, dhigam va asa santo, dhigam asa sameti pajanati, rasam va asa santo, rasam asa sameti pajanati, like that. So what it really means is that when I'm breathing like this, I'm just being a witness to breathing. You are not breathing, you are just witness to what is breathing. That means it's like I can show you through two hands. This hand is you, which is fixed. This hand is the breath going like this. So you should get that effect. Normally this and this will move like this. That means the left hand and the right hand, when you are breathing, moves like this. Now what you should do is, you are an observer, you are a witness to this breathing. So you are witnessing the breathing like this. So the breath goes up, comes down. You are not breathing. The breath is going up and coming down. You feel your breathing, but again you have to cut that. There is no you in the breathing. It's just going up, coming down, going up, coming down. This is sati patthana or anapana sati. That means you are aware of ana, apana, ana, apana. So you are aware. So what happens is that you will get Passambhayam kaya sankharam asasissameti sikkati, passambhayam kaya sankharan pasasissameti sikkati, meaning since you are watching the breath like this, left hand you, right hand breath, as you start watching it, it slows down, it slows down, it slows down, it even more slows down. So it is dhigam va rasam va. So now this both are slowing down, and it almost stops, because you are what you are. Now having learned the sikkati, that means you have learned it, now you are in pajanati. Using that awareness, what you got, like the light falling on everything, now you go on iriyapabbam, which is you go on the 4 postures: sitting, standing, sleeping, walking. 4. That's all. If you're sitting, you are knowing you are sitting. If you're standing, you know you are standing. If you are sleeping, you know you are sleeping. If you are walking, you know you are walking. So when we say we are doing walking meditation, what we are doing is we are observing pajanati as the light. You are that light. You have got nothing to do with walking. Everybody walks. It's not that you are walking. So you remove that you and only look at the walking as a process. Like I am sitting, you are sitting, everybody is sitting, so I am just sitting. So I will feel the tension of the body, how it is. That's all. Nothing else. It's not I am sitting. I don't have to sit. The body is sitting. It's a body. It's a kayānupassana. It's a body which is sitting. Not I am sitting. So that's what is the pajanati all about. So we can do it in 4 postures. If this has worked out well, then we are doing the sampajanakari hoti. That is sampajana. Sampajana is that you are aware of what is coming, meaning just like a third party is observing you, you are observing yourself like a third party, like a witness, like Buddha watching you. Basically, in everything you are doing, and somebody is watching you. So what Buddha explains is 3 things in sampajanya. Is that he says in one of the small sutta, he talks about what is sampajāno. He says that sampajāno means vedana, vitaka, sanya. This is what sampajanya. That means what feeling you are getting, you should get a neutral feeling. What vitaka, no thoughts. Then what sanya, you have anicca sanya. This is what you should get. Normally you get sukha vedana, dukkha vedana. Then you have thoughts which keeps on running based upon that vedana. Then the sanya will be on nicca sanya. That means you want something to work out. Whereas the actual thing is you have neutral vedana, adukha, asukha vedana. Then you have vitaka, no vitaka at all. And then sanya is anicca sanya. If you do it properly, then you can be in this meditation in anything you do. Sitting, standing, sleeping, talking. That's why he puts all, including going to toilet, everything he puts sampajāno. This is the practice you need to do. This will take you some time to practice, but you have to always, when I am walking like this, let us say I am walking. Okay, I am not walking, the body is walking. That is what you need to know. If I am moving from one room to another room, I am not moving from one room to another room. The body is moving from one room to another room. I, the consciousness, is moving the body to another room. It is not that I am moving to another room. This is the thing we need to bring it. That is called awareness. And another word they use is mindfulness. What is mindful? That means it is, that actual word is yoniso manasikara. That is actual meaning of mindfulness. That means you are completely in that, in what is happening. Like my hands are closing, like this namaskarasana or namaste. Or Anjali Karana. So if I do like this, I can do it in 3 ways. I can just do it like this without any awareness. As an observer, if I touch it like this, what happens? I can feel the heartbeat in my hand. Hand goes away, heartbeat remains. That is like this light. Now if I do the sampajānakari, then what I can see here is that not only I can feel the heat and the heartbeat, but also I know that the consciousness has brought it here. There's no hand which is coming here. It's the consciousness which is bringing it here. So the vitakka is nothing there. The feeling, vedana, is neutral, adukha sukha vedana. Then the sanya is anicca sanya. It's arisen, it passes away. There is no person there. It's not that Vilas is doing this prostration or he is doing Anjali Karana. It's a consciousness which is making the body come like this. It's a Vijnana which is doing it, not Vilas. Even if you do it, it is your Vijnana which is doing it. It is not Suyog or Preeti or Kalpana or Swati or anybody. It's everybody the same. If there is no consciousness, you cannot bring this together. Not possible. If your shoulder is having pain, you cannot bring it together. Why? Because the heat has accumulated in here. The gas has, the vayu has stuck up here, so you cannot bring it. This is what is called as satimā and sampajanya or sampajāno. Using this approach of meditation, you can do kayanupassana. This is the first thing. So when we say kaye kayanupassi viharati atapi sampajāno satimā vineya loke abhijja do manasan, what it means is that first you are bringing somebody observing you. As a some observer in everything you do. He will sleep, he will stand up, he will sit down, he will do whatever you are doing. So the mind now has somebody like a camera which is recording everything which is being done by the body and the mind. So then what happens? Your dasa akusala goes down because now somebody is observing. You are not doing, somebody is observing. That is consciousness which is observing on itself. So now if I want to tell lies, I am on camera, so I cannot. I want to see a girl, I am on camera, I cannot. Like that. That's the effect. That is called sampajāno. Pajanati is like the light. It shines on everything. It doesn't care about what is there in the room. So when will I use pajano and when will I use sampajano is when I want to know this is I, consciousness, and this is the body. Left hand side is the I as consciousness and right hand side is the body. If I want to observe the breath, then I use pajanati. Sikhati pajanati. First I will learn how to do that. So I will sit in one place and observe breath as a process. It's a process. It's not I am breathing. It's a process. I'm not doing anything on the breath. The stomach will go down, then it expands. It goes down, it expands. I am not doing anything. So that means I am different, the breath is different. That is called as pajanati. Janati is to know. Pajanati is completely know. What should I know? I should know that I am observing the breath. In that case, I am using pajanati. When will I use sampajanya? When I want to see it like somebody observing me. Like Suyog is coming along with me. And he comes with me when I go to toilet, when I go to bathroom, when I sleep, when I sit, when I stand, when I do whatever I'm doing. He wants to be there all the time. That is sampajāno. Now you are in sati. What is sati? To remember. Remember what? Remember that you as consciousness is the light, or you the consciousness is the sampajānya of observer. You have got nothing to do with this body. You have got nothing to do with this mind. You have got nothing to do with anything. You are just observing. This is one thing you have to practice. It doesn't come easily. For this one, I have taken many years to really do it. I have tried enough. I have read so much of the books, heard a lot of videos, try to find out how should I do it, because even Goenka's method I was interested, because to find out how this works. But I couldn't find it because there is no internalization on how do you do it. And one day it clicked to me, this is what it means, and it worked. And one day I and Suyog had a discussion, so that day he really experienced it. Now I understand. So when you go from one room to another room, normally we forget that the body is going from one room to another room. You have to observe that you are not going, the body is going from one room to another room. The body is going to toilet. You are not going to toilet. You are taking the body to toilet, but you are not in toilet. You are taking the body to do urination, but you are not urinating. You don't have anything to do with urinating. Why? Because if a kidney is blocked, you cannot urinate. Simple. But what will I say? I will say, I went to urinate. No. I have taken the body to urinate. I have taken the body to eat. I am not eating. The body requires food. Right? So this is the change. It's an observer. You are observing what is happening on the kaya. So I am wearing a shirt. No. I am dressing this body. Correct? Do you really require a shirt? Or do you really require a skirt? Or do you really require anything? No. You are taking covering to this body. So whom are you covering? Not you, the body. Whom are you taking food? This body. To whom are you walking? The body is walking. You are not walking. You are helping the body to walk, because you are the consciousness, so you are helping it. So that is the reason you can look at how the legs are going up and coming down, going up, coming down, and you can see anicca nature in that. Arisen, passed away, arisen, passed away, arisen, passed away, arisen, passed away. Who arise? Who passed away? The leg arose, passed away. Hands arose, passed away. Breath arose, passed away. Voice arose, passed away. Sound arose, passed away. Sight arose, passed away. Everything arisen, everything passed away. And hence it is anicca. And hence you can say aniccavata sankhara. All these sankharas which are happening. I am lifting the hand, keeping down, holding like this, watching you, watching side, watching this side, are all sankharas. Uppada vaya dhammino, these are all the dhammas which are arising and passing away. Upajitva nirujjanti, so you cannot hold it. From the last how many minutes? So it's almost 9 o'clock. So with the last 26 minutes, we cannot bring it back. Yes, recording is there, but we cannot bring it back. Nirujjanti. Te san upa samo sukho. One who knows this will be at peace. Why? Because he is not holding it on to himself. He is an observer. He is observing all of this going through, but he is not reacting to it. And that is what the meaning of anicca-vata sankhara upadavaya dhammino upajjitva nirujjanti te san upasamo sukho. So now you are in sukha, third jhana, what we spoke about yesterday. So now you are at peace because you don't have anything to do with this body moving up, down, sitting, standing, sleeping, walking, talking, silence. You don't have anything to do with it. Got it? So this is the meditation. You want to try this out right now? You can try it out. Close your eyes, watch the breath as though somebody is breathing. You are not breathing. You don't have anything else to breathe. So watch my hand. Left hand side is you. Left hand of mine is you. Right hand is the breath. So you have to watch as though the breath is going up and down, up and down. So satova assa sati, so satova passa sati. Sati means awareness, remembering it. So dhigam va assa santo dhigam assa samiti pajanati. So when the long breath is there, you are watching the long breath. Rasam va assa santo rasam assa samiti pajanati. So when the breath is short, you are able to see it is short. Try this out for next 20 minutes. Now bring your hands together, rub a little and put it to your eyes, and you can slowly open the eyes. How is the feeling?
Lot of heat is generated in second,
Okay.
and same sweating of expanding of body.
Okay.
Lot of heat and sweating.
Okay. So how is yours? Okay.
There was no break at all. But then after within few seconds, then I take a deep breath and then okay, fine. I'm taking a break. And after that, I go into the 32 parts of meditation like that. That is also not mine. This is just a process. I have to just watch it.
Okay. Fine. Yes, Kalpana ji.
यस सर
तो कैसा रहा?
अच्छा रहा। मेरा जो ऐसा लग रहा था कि जैसे हार्ट है वो फूल रहा है हार्ट।
ओके, वेरी गुड।
हाँ, हार्ट फूलने के बाद में फिर ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं ऐसे बाजू में खड़ी हूँ और ये सांस आ रही है जा रही है, हार्ट फूल रहा है और ये मैं नहीं हूँ, कोई जिसको मैं वॉच कर रही हूँ कोई और है।
Good. Yeah, this one you can practice for walking. So you can see that somebody is walking, somebody is raising hand like that. So that is what the sampajāno will be. Good. Very nice. Swati ji.
मुझे मैं भी खुद को यही बता रही थी कि आई एम ऑब्जर्वर एंड व्हाट यू आर डूइंग यू दैट इज आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग माय सेल्फ।
Okay.
हाँ, sitting outside. What I am doing, what I will do, what I have to do, like that thinking was there, but I was observing myself.
Okay. Very good.
As another body.
Very good. Very good. Yes, Shreyas.
Sir, from the breath perspective, it was a bit difficult to separate the breath and the me part. So, it was a bit difficult, but it was happening at times. So, I think I need to work on it more all the time.
Okay. No problem. So this is what the Anapanasati kind of meditation, or what we can say awareness meditation, is all about. So the best awareness is that you have to watch as though somebody is watching you, and that's a beautiful way to see. Then the mind drops.
But I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
This observer effect is like from the morning till I go into my college. it was there. It is there. I'm aware of other things I'm doing. But as soon as I reached the college, I don't know what happened. Like, when the boss came, or I have to ask someone. It's totally 9 to 5. It's like I'm not in that mode. Like, as soon as I come to home, then okay, fine. I will see myself. So in college, it's not there because I don't know when you are doing something like you are typing in a report, so you have to move your hands a bit fast. So what I felt, whenever you have to do anything that requires a fast reflexes, uh, this observer effect is not.
Okay.
So what to do when you have to do like any fast actions, because like if I'm like closing my hands, if I want to have an observer effect, automatically you can feel that there is some slowness in the movement. But like when I'm teaching or when I'm doing anything like which requires fast reflexes, then you cannot, as I don't know, I cannot have that observer effect.
Okay, so that one is slightly difficult. You have to practice it because when you go to college, what happens is you are used to interacting with people, so it will automatically make you forget. Okay, so you will not be able to do it all the time. So you have to practice it. What we can do is we can talk about it privately tomorrow, or we can take that itself as a subject tomorrow.
No.
Okay, we'll do that. Fine then. So then let's meet tomorrow.
No.
Namo
Namo
Buddhaya.
Buddhaya. Dhanyavad.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow. Namo Buddhaya. Bye.